Hey guys, it's Ray Alvarez from Shoot with Ray, and I just received the news that Evoto has dropped a brand new version, Evoto 5.0. And I didn't care about lighting, camera. I just put a camera here for you guys to watch and for you guys to see. And let's just get right to it. Let's just go right into Evoto 5.0. I have yet to upgrade, so we're going to do this together. So that way you guys can see how I download it, how I set it up, and we can experience these brand new features together. Since a lot of the video is going to be me sharing my screen with you guys, I truly recommend that you go hit the gear button on your screen and change the settings to 1080p so that way you get the best quality and you can view this video in the best quality. All right, so I'm going to go ahead into Evoto, and I currently have the 4.3 version, and let's go ahead and check for updates. There we go, version Evoto 5.0 in beta mode, but that's okay. This is a beta version update, which may contain experimental features and could have stability issues. So this is great. Let's update right now. I'm excited, guys. This is going to be awesome. So while Evoto downloads, I just wanted to tell you guys that 4.3 has had some amazing features. For example, the part where it can retain shadows whenever you're removing the original background to your photo and replacing it with another background. That to me is crucial because I do a lot of tethering now. And when I'm tethering and I'm seeing exactly what I'm capturing on the screen, I like to remove the background sometimes, change the colors around. And now that it can retain shadows, that's one of the biggest upgrades. All right, guys, so Evoto is updated on my computer. And like I said, we're going to be doing this together. So I have yet to try this out. This is all new to me, the way it's going to be new to you. So that way you get a real, genuine video. Guys, you know me. If you've been watching my videos in the past, you guys know, for a fact that I keep things really transparent. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not here to give you things that don't work. Everything that I co-sign, all my videos are programs, tools, and gear that have worked for me in my workflow. So let's put this together. Let's check it out and let's see what I think. And let's see what you guys think too. I want you guys to experiment as well. So what's new here, right? What's new with 5.0 library? Guys, I've been waiting for this. Evoto is slowly becoming a Lightroom killer. Like if you use Lightroom or if you use Capture One, you probably don't need to use it anymore. This is simply something that has been transforming. I've been dying to have the library feature where you get to select and effortlessly browse and organize and manage your images here. Now I get to gain full control over the library, select my favorites, remove pictures, mark them as red, mark them as green. I like using color labels and star labels as well. So this is fantastic. This is one of their changes, one of their upgrades, possibly one of my favorites. Let's see what else they got. The dehaze option, wonderful. So this option didn't exist in Evoto before. Now it does. And if you guys know how to use the dehaze tool, say for example you have a foggy image or it was very backlit, like the sun was behind your subject or the flash was behind your subject, and you just see a lot of haze. The dehazing tool is made just for that. So it can just get rid of like this atmospheric haze with one single slider, just left to right, just like everything else. And we can do that. Unify lighting, let's see what that is. So Unify Lighting says here, instantly even out lighting inconsistencies in your background, balancing bright and shadowed areas for a seamless natural look. Guys, this is fantastic, especially when you have those images where, let's just say you was in a rush, you could only use one light, and now you have all these weird like shadows and stuff in the backdrop. This is gonna help you out with that. These are some amazing features. Let's see what else. Updates and optimization. So custom backgrounds can now be applied to cropped areas, giving you the flexibility to create images that perfectly match your vision. That's great as well. Adjust each smile line separately. Perfect. I have yet to play around a lot with the smile option. Like I don't alter people's smile, but I can definitely see how this can work for fashion photographers or people who are working on campaigns. This is a great feature as well. All right, let's get right to this, guys. So welcome to Evoto Library. This is where you can organize. This is insane. So obviously this is all new. Create project. You can create a new project to organize your images and work more efficiently here. I understand, guys. That is great. So my presets are now on the right side. And I can close it out here. Project. So then library. And then if I go into editing mode. Okay, so we have everything on the right side. We have AI color adjustments. And this is basically the traditional looking Evoto. And then we can go to library now. You don't understand my excitement right now, guys. This is freaking great. Let's go to Jenny's profile here. Jenny is one of my clients that I worked with the other day, and I feel like we can definitely get away with kind of sampling this here. So let's give it a shot. Background adjustments is new. So inconsistencies, right? So let's see, unify lighting. Okay, I can see that. So if you want to see the before and after, it can kind of show you exactly where it unified the lighting. Let's undo that real quick. Okay, so guys, if you pay attention to this lower area here, this is it with it corrected. This is it corrected here. And then before that, it just had like a gray there. Let me see if I can try this with another photo. All right, so let's try that here. Let's go to Unify Lighting. So guys, that's pretty awesome. So it says here, this feature is not applicable to special lighting or non-solid backdrop scenarios, which is completely fine. It understands. It's AI. It's not going to be perfect. Again, this is in beta mode. And what I'm trying to do here is for it to auto detect the lighting. As you can see, there's a few different shades of green, blue here in this area back here. So what it does is if you select solid backdrop, it changes it to the best of its ability here. So that's pretty cool right there. And then let's see what happens if I want to fill region. Let's see what that does. Let's just make this, I don't know, light green. Okay, just to test it out. Fill region. So what this does is this option allows you to choose the area for backdrop change while cropping. Original fills this background based on the original image, while cropped fills the background within a cropped area. Okay, so I can see if you implement a different backdrop here, I can see how that might work. So let's see, let's just crop it real quick to see what happens here. We have to check that feature out there. So did you guys see how it cropped it, the backdrop, based on the size and the crop that I made for this specific image? It literally changed it. So instead of it filling it up like that, it cropped it to the size of the image. So that's a neat feature to have. I'm definitely not going to keep this backdrop for this photo. It doesn't apply to it at all. But that's a really cool feature there, really cool trick. I did just realize something here in the crop factor. It's something called AI face locate. So it locates, I'm assuming it locates the face. AI headshot crop is unavailable if there's more than one face. So I guess it looks for the face. Let's see. Oh, headshots, guys. So clearly the photo is not the one. Let's undo that. Let's go back to the library. Let's open up Jenny and let's do, oh, not that one. Let's do that one. Let's go back to edit mode. Let's go back to crop, and then let's see here. Wait, I think I lost it. Oh no, I got it. Let's try another one here. There you go. Face locate. Wow. All right. So guys, what it does is it basically just finds the face, crops it there, and then you can go from there and just adjust it if you like. Locate head and top, locate just the face, or locate just the head. And then you can kind of create a top margin, head size, crop in more, and horizontal. Cool. All right, let's see what other features we have here. So we've tried the Unify Lighting. We've tried the backdrop changer where it'll fill the region of the crop. We've tried the crop, the new crop here for AI face locate. I'm assuming it does that for where the face is really far away. It automatically does it because when I click on this photo here, it does not give us the option to AI face locate. So that's that there. Nothing new in this area for close and adjustments. Let's see this section here if there's anything new. I don't think so. Presence. So this is where the dehazing comes into play. You have the clarity slider. Obviously, let me not get started with the clarity. People sometimes they take this thing and they drag it all the way thinking it makes their pictures look great. Don't do that. Be very careful with what you do there. So that's the clarity slider. This is the dehazing option. In this case, I don't need to do any of that. This applies more for like outdoor portraits or something that was really backlit. But it's really good to have that because now this is yet another feature that you can have in the basic adjustments of your photo. Cool. So guys, I'm really happy with the library feature here in Evoto 5.0. Here I get to set stars on my photos. So if I want to 1-star it, 2-star it, let me see if the shortcuts work. 3, 4, 5 stars. The shortcuts definitely work. If I hit 0, it removes them. I really like this photo. I'm going to set it as a 5. Let's see. Oh wow. So it has the same shortcuts that Lightroom has. For example, number 8 is the shortcut for the green label. So if you hit 8, you can see that the green label is there. In Lightroom, usually the 9 is blue. So that's blue. Yellow is 7. 6 is green. I'm sorry, 6 is red. That's pretty awesome. And just remove it. If you want to do that, you can flag it. So it essentially has the same settings as Lightroom when it comes to starring it, coloring it, or flagging it. You can always filter your pictures using any of these filter options here, edited, unedited. This is a really cool way to sort them. You can sort them by rating, edit time, file size, ascending, descending, things like that. All right, so projects, related folders, I guess here you can kind of set up folders that work for you, create shortcuts and things like that. And then here's the bin. This is your trash bin, of course. Projects. You can create a new project. Everything else seems to be the same, but this is really cool. These are some really cool options. Guys, if you have yet to use Evoto, I suggest you truly give this program a chance. A lot of people get the misconception that off the gate you have to pay for Evoto. It doesn't necessarily work that way. So you can edit 1,000 pictures for free. You don't have to worry about being charged for anything here in Evoto at all. You just have to make sure that once you decide on which photos you want to keep, once you hit that export button, that is when you're going to be charged per photo. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. That was thunder. But yes, so just to reiterate, guys, you will be charged per photo once you export the photo. So if you export 20 pictures out of 1,000 pictures, you're only going to be charged for 20 pictures. So yes, it is confusing sometimes, but I hope that clarifies things for you guys. There's a link in the description of this video for you guys to click. If you've never signed up for Evoto, click the first link. If you have Evoto already and you would like to have an annual subscription, which you're going to save a ton of money using that, click on that link. And as always, if you have any questions about Evoto, drop a comment below or send me a private message on Instagram and I will be more than happy to help you set it up and help you get it going. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you're new here, subscribe now. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to hit a thumbs up or like the video. It definitely helps to place this video on the algorithm so other photographers just like you can help find my educational videos here on YouTube. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.